Hello everybody and welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. On the last episode, we explored the old schoolhouse and we fought a really tough enemy. It was fun though. So now, naturally, we'll just move on with the story. Oops, I dropped my controller. Phew, that was way more exhausting than I expected. Yeah, the monsters down there were a lot stronger than the ones we fought last month. The elevator is the biggest conundrum, though. Where could it possibly have come from? We should report our findings to the principal right away. Instructor Sarah, too. Yes, that seems like the wisest course of action. What is up with that cat? It was in the opening of the game, so it has some importance, I think. So, this month there's suddenly an elevator allowing access to a floor even deeper below the surface. Honestly, how many more surprises does that old schoolhouse hold? There was nothing like that during my inspection last week. I can say that much. Why can't I be the one who finds all the cool stuff? There seems to be a number of floors even deeper underground too, but only the first two were accessible. That's another mystery. I tried to find some means of unlocking the elevator so we could access the other floors, but it wouldn't budge. If that's not the end of it, I wonder how far down it goes. In the decades I've been here at the academy, this is the first I've heard of any additional floors whatsoever. Up until last month, the floors we used for your orienteering exercise is all we'd ever known. So, what we explored today didn't even exist until this week? And easy access to this new area presented itself in the form of a convenient elevator, no less. I'd heard that many of the ruins from the Dark Ages were fraught with mysteries, but this is almost inconceivable. Well, something must have caused a new area to show it to themselves, but I don't have the slightest idea what that something could be. You wouldn't happen to have any ideas, would you, sir? Let me think. Perhaps it may have something to do with Emperor... I don't even know how to start pronouncing that. The Lionheart? The very same. Emperor, whatever, left strict orders regarding that building, which have been passed down from principal to principal ever since. He proclaimed that the old schoolhouse was to be preserved as is until the promised day arrives. The promised day? What does that mean? That I couldn't say. Though some have speculated it ties back to the War of the Lions 250 years ago and to, whatever, companion, the brave Saint Sandlot. Saint Leanne Sandlot. The Lance Maiden? If Emperor whatever words did concern the War of the Lions, it does stand to reason that she'd be connected. She and her... fought valiantly at his side through the conflict. Valiantly enough to be regarded as a saint by the Septian Church. I imagine few in Erebonia don't at least know her name, I think. Her name is celebrated even in my hometown, and I'm about as far out in the Empire as you can get. There's no shortage of legends and mysteries surrounding her life and her death for that matter. But now in the world, she would be connected to the old... But how in the world would she be connected to the old schoolhouse? Well, I'm not certain she is. But when I think of the alterations that may have to occur inside the building and what's-his-face's words, I find it difficult to believe that there's no connection. It just strikes me as more than mere coincidence. I I guess that's as good as theory as any. But what does the promised day refer to? Well, with so little information, we could speculate all night, and I doubt we'd be any closer to a legitimate answer. We'll just have to keep searching the ruins and see what we find. You performed admirably, Class 7. I truly appreciate all of your efforts, and I'm terribly sorry for keeping you here so long. Not at all. I'm just happy we could be of help. If we discover anything else, we'll let you know at once, sir. Excellent. Feel free to prioritize other tasks as you see fit, however. You're not my personal assistant, sir. Thanks for the help, everyone. Think nothing of it. Honestly, I want to solve the mystery of that place as much as you do at this point. I feel the same, and fighting the monsters within serves as excellent training. I'd be more than happy to accompany you again, should the opportunity arise. Yeah, it's not right for you to have to do all the work, Rain. That goes for all the other requests you do on your free days, too. My help's just a call away if you ever need it. Thanks, I'm sure I'll take you up on that. I'll see you back at the dormitory. Take care. Schoolhouse quest complete. Receive heal as a reward. Receive 1 additional bonding point. Is that juices? That is juices. Oh, it's you. Hey there, Juices. I've noticed I see you here pretty often. I guess you must be a pretty avid reader, huh? I wouldn't put it like that exactly. There's not much else to do, so I just came to pass the time. Oh. I don't really get the chance like this too often. Should I hang out with him? Yup. Would you mind if I joined you? You needn't ask for my permission. You can do as you please. Well then, I hope you don't mind my company. What is that you're reading, anyway? It's a book on many legends that are told throughout the Empire. There's certainly no shortage of those, is there? I've heard stories about witches, spirits, and even vampires. Hold on, are you into those kinds of stories, Juices? These are merely a means to a fuller knowledge of the Empire, though I can't deny that they make for interesting reads. I see. Maybe I should take a look at some of them sometime. Hey, look over there! That boy's from one of the 4 great houses, right? House Alborea? So it is. He fits a noble archetype to a T, doesn't he? You don't suppose he's friends with that guy next to him, do you? I was guessing that he was. You gotta wonder what kind of people a big name like that would hang out with. Oh, it's almost time. We've gotta get back to the dorms. Hey, wait up! So that's what it's like to be famous. This is a daily occurrence. You're noble yourself. The same would happen if you ever acted like one. Fair point. Maybe I should stand to learn a lesson or two from you. One cannot escape their nobility. As such, it should be worn with pride. What? Someone told me that when I was a child. Don't listen to the likes of regnant Juices. That's the end of this book. I'm going to get another. Was he trying to cheer me up? Thanks, Juices. Your bond with Juicin strengthened. But it didn't level. Going to go and see let's go back to the dormitory. Oh, well, the guy is down here. Who are you? Oh, fishies. There's so many. Well, they're a lot easier to catch when the weather warms up. You want one? They grow up pretty nice. I want to see what the ground bait does. Using ground bait will cause more fish to gather. Use ground bait? So, oh, it just like adds more fish into the water. Okay, let's just go ahead and use these then. I do want another swordfish, whatever badge that thing is. Accessory equipped. So this would be a nice thing, you know, just get a little bit more points.
Caught one.
It's a very simple way to catch them. I thought using ground bait and stuff would like get you rare catches or like better fish, but it just restores the fish in the water. But I noticed that you only have 3. Usually you have 5 when you first start, so I guess it doesn't fully restore all the fish. It just gives you 3 more chances. Alright, let's see about that badge. Oh, well, he doesn't have anything new either, though. So I can get the swordfish badge, which increases accuracy by 3 and speed. I wonder if stuff like this, like how mute has a chance to mute enemies, if you can equip more than one of them, I wonder if they like can stack together. Like, say if you had 3, you have a 30% chance to mute enemies, or you can only have like 1 at a time. Or something. Alright, let's head back to our dormitory. Is that a bell? My, haven't you got lovely fur? Who's your master, I wonder?
Meow.
Good kitty. Well, she's got a ribbon, so she's definitely not a stray.
Meow. Meow.
Does that feel good? You've got really pretty fur. Such a pretty girl, cat. Actually, are you male or female? I've just been assuming female, but... Ow! What's wrong with that cat? Cat's got moody. Guess I pushed my luck. I don't think she scratched me too deep, but I should still apply some ointment when I get back to the dorm, just in case. I wonder what her name is. To the dorm. It's getting dark, so yeah. I know what he's saying. Going in.
Oh, Reen. Good evening.
Evening, did you just get back
yeah,
too?
I was busy with club-related work until just now. I'm glad I ran into you, though. I heard from Elisa that you went into the old schoolhouse again?
Yeah, we made some pretty crazy discoveries while we were at it. We're going to need to keep investigating that place on a regular basis, I'd say.
Well, I'd be more than happy to accompany you next time. The request was made to the whole of Class 7, after all, and I'd like to do everything I can to help.
Really? That's very kind, thank you. Maybe I should ask Fee next time, too. And Juices and Mackie as well, I'm at it.
Huh? Fee would be a good choice at the very least. I'm sure she'd be more than happy to accompany us, or more than willing anyway. As for Eustace and Machias, I'm sure a chance will present itself for them to make friends eventually. Maybe then?
So the J is silent? One can only hope. We really have to do something about those two already.
Oh my! Reen! What happened to your right hand?
Oh, this? Beautiful lady I ran into in town did it, or at least I think she was a lady.
Come again?
A black cat with really glossy fur. I've never seen it around before. I assume it belongs to someone in town since it was wearing a blue ribbon and a bell. Must have done something to offend it though, because it got all grumpy out of nowhere and scratched me up pretty good.
I'm so sorry.
What?
Please, sit down on the sofa. I'll bring a first aid kit and dress that wound right away.
Thanks. Do you know it or something?
No, not at all. I've just seen it around town a few times. Anyway, I'll go get the first aid kit. Don't go anywhere.
It's just a scratch. I don't know why she's making such a big deal out of it. I've never seen Emma get so flustered before. There we go, that should do it. This textbook Emma lent me is really helpful. I might actually be able to get decent grades on next month's midterm thanks to her. Doubt I'll be able to even come close to matching her own grades though, or Mackie's for that matter.
I wasn't trying to help you. But I did cause you some trouble during last month's field study, so...
Whether you're a noble or not is beside the point. The bottom line is you lied to me, and I simply cannot trust those who lie.
He still basically didn't lie. I mean, all he said was he doesn't have a drop of noble blood in him. So, they're pretty much on equal standings. He is a noble, but he never said he wasn't. Loophole. There's a lot about Machias and Juices that we don't know. Maybe in time we can discover something about them that'll help us mend their relationships a little. This seems like a good place to stop for a quick breather. A bin time is about to start anyway.
The day is done, and it's time to cast off your cares right here. It's the Misty you know and love coming to you live from Radio Trista.
Oh, actually, I guess it's already started. Misty's voice is always so soothing.
We're now in the second half of May, and the greenery all over Erebonia is beginning to reach its peak. It's the perfect time of year to enjoy nature, and the weather is absolutely perfect for a great hike. Listeners in Heimdall have Motter Park to enjoy with its spectacular glass garden. Though, for those willing to hop on a train, I heartily recommend a trip to Lunaria Nature Park. Administrative issues kept it closed for a while, but it finally reopened this month and it's worth making the trip. You can relax and take in the scenery of this vast, almost mystical forest, and then grab a cold beer on the way back. I can't think of a better way to spend the weekend, can you? Whoops, with all you students tuning in, maybe I shouldn't recommend boozing it up, should I? You might not be able to grab a cold one just yet, but fresh milk or fruit juice are pretty refreshing in their own way. Anyway, let's see who sent us some mail today, shall we? This first one's from future 3-star chef from Berea Hard.
Future 3-star. Practical exam. Alright, it's time for this month's practical exam. I'm sure you don't need a refresher on how these things work, so let's just get started, shall we? That one looks a little different. Still not used to these things. Don't know if that'll ever be, but it still looks pretty much the same. It is a bit different though. It's changed form. I was right. Now that you mention it, this one does look different from last month. Fiddling with their settings changes their appearance too, apparently. I don't really know how they work, but it's not like that actually matters. You know, it's kind of discouraging when the instructor who's sending us into battle is so unconcerned. Alright, let's begin. Reem, Elisa, Laura, Gaia, step forward. Looks like we're up first. I have every confidence in our abilities. Yeah, with the 4 of us together, there should be no trouble at all. Let's see. I'm going to remove the swordfish badge. I'm gonna give you the that's good. Good luck, you guys. What is that thing doing? What is it doing? Already? Okay. Show me how it's done.
I welcome all challengers.
Meet the following condition. Cancel an enemy art.
Here we go.
Okay, well, not really sure how that's supposed
All
to
right,
be done.
let's do this. Leave it to me.
But I'm going to assume if it uses an
All right.
art if I can kill it else.
Whirlwind. To me.
50% chance to blind.
It's my turn. Turn to flames. Burn!
Stop.
Come on.
My turn.
Oh,
My
well,
turn.
I guess it would help to actually have the names.
Go.
I've got you.
Of course. Off guard.
Here. All right. Whirlwind. To me.
Yeah, this again.
We're open.
An opening.
Right. Fire!
Oh no. Oh,
Oh, please.
bad.
My turn.
And now I can't. Oh, wow.
Arcus, activate. Ha!
Well, resist that.
It's my turn. Hang in there.
You have my thanks. My turn.
I don't have a move. I won't be able to get you.
It's my turn.
It's basically slow.
They're open.
An opening. Of course. Hey!
My turn.
Behold, my most powerful strike.
Best try I can. Now that you're charging, I'm gonna try to go and kill you right here and now.
Flames, gather on my blade. Strike! That's the power of the 8 leaves.
Hopefully that counts, because I don't know how to cancel an arc any other way but to kill him. I think I got a U material. Not bad. Although I expected you four could do a little better, to be honest. I agree, we could. Clearly we need to keep practicing. Indeed, I would like a second attempt. But let's not and say we did. Okay, next team. Marcus, Juices, Elliot, Emma, Fee, step forward. All of us? At one time? Which means... let's just get this over with. I don't need you telling me what to do. What was that? There they go. Yes, you hate each other. We get it. Are you ready? Are you all ready? Okay, begin. They look out of breath. We even had one more member than Reen's group. Yeah, it seems they had a hard time. Hardly surprising. I knew this was going to be a struggle, but I had no idea your performance would be so unremarkable. I hope you two in particular have a good long think about what you did wrong. This outcome is largely your fault after all. Yeah. He just glares at you. This is the first time I've ever heard her speaking so harshly, almost like a teacher. Well, considering the situation, it's no wonder she's frustrated.
That concludes today's practical exam. Next, I'll be announcing the details of this weekend's field study. Each of you, please come forward and take one of these.
Field study, May. Group A, Reen, Emma, Mackius, Juices, whatever. Fee. Study location, Bearhard, the Verdant City. Group B, Elisa, Laura, Elliot, Gaius. Study location, St. R. The old capital.
Bearhard and St. Arc. Both very well-known cities here in the Empire.
Bearhard's the capital of the Kreutzen province in the east, right?
And St. Arc is the capital of Sutherland in the south.
2 provincial capitals. They seem like fair choices.
I guess they are, but that's the least of our worries.
Is this some kind of sick joke?
Oh boy.
Instructor, what are you trying to prove? You have some sort of personal vendetta against us or something?
For a change, I agree with him. This is ludicrous. I refuse to accept these group allocations. Change them at once.
They seem pretty perfect from where I'm standing. Besides, you're from Bereahard, so putting you in Group A was a no-brainer.
Got you.
Then put me in Group B! I'm not thrilled at the thought of going to St. Arc either, but it's better than gallivanting off to his hometown. Besides, everyone knows Bereahard is like a breeding ground for nobles and their dusty old ideas. The place is crawling with them.
Well, I can't deny that. Especially since that's exactly why I put you in Group A to begin with.
Oh, got you too.
I'm no army officer, so I'm not about to go telling you that my orders are absolute and such. That's much too military for my liking. But I am your instructor, and it's my duty to look out for your best interests, which I feel is exactly what I'm doing here. So if you have any objections, then how about the two of you try to make me listen to them by force?
Interesting.
Oh wait, you're actually going to try? You're not seriously going to?
Come on, don't.
You're actually going to try this? She's
Male pride is so
she's your
predictable. I knew you
combat
couldn't possibly turn down
teacher.
an offer like that. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
a gun and a sword. Y'all sure y'all want to try this? She's your combat teacher.
What?
An orbital gun and a sword? Those are terrifying looking weapons.
Oh, you're still going to try.
That's the spirit. Reed, why don't you give them a hand? I'll take
What?
on all three of you.
Okay. Yes, sure. Oh boy.
What a powerful aura.
All right, it's time for some extreme extra credit. If you think you can convince me to change your assignments, well, let's just see how well you measure up. All right,
I
show me
actually
what
have
you
to
got.
fight her?
Go!
Yeah, I got a pretty good idea how this is finna go. And I'm still completely weakened.
Arcus,
Maybe I can hurt her a little bit. No. I figured that was gonna go just like that. Yep. I figured that's how that was gonna go. And I can't even do anything unless I move touch her. Yep.
I'm sorry.
That's exactly how I thought that was gonna go. Down to a T. And actually, I thought even Reen was gonna get one-shotted. But, yeah, this is pretty much the same outcome I thought was gonna happen.
Impossible.
But what do you expect?
Are you okay?
She's your combat instructor.
I had no idea she was that strong.
I believe she was holding back, too.
Her combat style is most
She's holding
unique.
back. She's not gonna try to
I
kill
couldn't
you.
even hazard a guess as to what school she represents.
I guess this means. Yep. Decision's final.
Of course, it is. You did stand a chance in the first place.
Chalk one up for the educator. Group A and Group B will be heading to their destinations this weekend as planned. Good luck, everybody. I'll be expecting souvenirs.
And she returns right back to her normal self.
Thank you for everything.
feel like I've heard that voice from something other than this game. Feels City Day. But whatever. I don't sense anyone else on this floor. It seems like everyone's already out of their rooms. Suppose I should head down too. All rare quartz and accessories have been unequipped from the other group's member. Oh, they have? Yeah, because I want all my quartz. Okay, so yeah. Got all that accessories. Ornament. No. I want all of my quartz. Just you all. All of my quartz. Y'all don't need them. Y'all do not need them. They're mine. Y'all can keep those master quartz, because it's not like I need those. You need them, not me. Well, that is all the time we have for this episode of The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. If you liked this episode, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all on the next episode.